and gentlemen, we sure have a lot to talk about. So I recently just got back from watching the Super Mario Brothers movie. What an interesting day. I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna go watch the movie right after work. Bought the ticket, went in there myself, got a little seat in the corner by myself. Didn't end up happening that way, but hey, sat down. It felt like 20 minutes. Got back up after it ended, went home. Let me just say, this is probably Illumination's best film. That's not saying much. Their only good movie is Despicable Me. Everything else is just a very bland, just very safe movie. And while this movie is very safe, the Super Mario Brothers movie, I think they hit the target pretty well with this one. I'm really starting to like the animated movies in these past 2 years. Puss in Boots: Last Wish, I'll review that if you want me to. That was amazing. And this one, it's not up there, but oh man, I had a smile on my face the entire time during that movie. So I'm just gonna ramble about it for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Maybe less. I'll start off with the cons though real quick, get those out of the way. I'm gonna try and keep it spoiler free. I'll let you know if I'm about to spoil anything, although it's just a Super Mario movie, right? You're going there just to nostalgia, you know, whatever. So cons, first con, and probably the biggest con, remember when I said I picked out a corner by myself since I went alone? I wanted my privacy, you know, I wanted my space so I could kind of stretch out. The chairs were the shitty ones that don't like recline or anything, so that was uncomfortable. Nothing to do with the movie, obviously. And two people who were definitely not sitting where their seat was supposed to be sat behind me, and one of them was a kid. Guess who decided to sit right behind me? The child. The child did. Guess who kept kicking my seat? A mother of the child who was behind me. Control your child. It's not hard. There was 4 other seats that you could have stolen right next to you. Put him in one of those. Why did he sit behind me? I was on the edge. I was in the worst seat. Kicking me the whole time. It's fine. Whatever. Doesn't matter. My experience was still fantastic. So on to the actual movie. I did like some of the song choices. There's a couple licensed songs in the movie. They're not bad songs, by the way. They're like good songs that I would listen personally on the radio, either at work or in the car. But it's just like, it didn't really fit as well as they probably thought it did. The voice acting, I think we all knew this was gonna happen, was mediocre from most people. I think Jack Black obviously did an amazing job, as he usually does. Princess Peach was pretty good. Cranky Kong, I love Cranky Kong. I forget who voiced him, but I know I've heard that voice before. The mage wizard, the wizard Koopa, his voice was really good. He had that like, I can't do it, but I've heard him in plenty of cartoons. I don't know, I should look up the voice actor names. Maybe in post-editing I'll do that. I think Chris Pratt did an okay job. I don't know why he was cast for this. I really don't. I did not like Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. As much as that pains me to say, even though Seth Rogen has become just an insane Twitter person in these recent years. On the topic of Chris Pratt, obviously, because he's Mario, there was no Italian. He wasn't, like, the fake Italian was kind of funny when he went like, woohoo, and stuff like that, right? But he doesn't sound Italian, he's Mario! Why doesn't he sound Italian, man? They even, like, make fun of it in the beginning. Oh, he's faking the voice. Oh, you think that was too much in their little commercials? Like, why? He should have sounded like that the entire movie. I wouldn't have complained. The kids wouldn't have complained. Charlie Day did, is that his name? Charlie Day? His name's Charlie, right? From the dude reprising his role as Luigi, not reprising. What am I saying? Stop, shut up. Charlie did an okay job with Luigi. I think he did probably a little bit better than Chris Pratt for sure. I mean, Charlie Day is just awesome to have in any film. Just like he did about as good as he did in the Godzilla movie from 1998. That train wreck. As a Godzilla fan, that movie really hurt my soul. But I think Charlie did good in that movie though, for what he did. Also, I just love Always Sunny, so hearing his voice in anything just makes me happy because he's just such a funny person, man. Chris Pratt's awesome too. Why is he Mario? Why? Toad, I think, did okay. There was also a lack of Yoshi. Spoiler, sorry, I know, my bad. It really not much of a spoiler. There's one scene where they're doing like the montage where they're moving from one place to another, right? Where they see a bunch of Yoshis. I'm assuming that means they're on Yoshi Island or something. And you know, they're doing that thing where they're doing the big herd. They're running with all the different colored Yoshis. but there was no Yoshi. And Yoshi's like in the second game, right? He's in the second one, I think. Maybe even the first. I think it's the second one though, where you get the Yoshi egg, or maybe that's Super Mario. I don't know. Very, very like nostalgic character, just not in the film for some reason. Besides one tiny cameo, and that's not even technically Yoshi, that's a Yoshi. That's not the Yoshi. That's not our boy, man. I want to see him eat somebody and turn them into an egg. That's really all the gripes I have with the movie. Now to go on the pros, there's a lot of them, trust me. The music that wasn't licensed, they did like remixes and stuff of, you know, classic Mario tunes and sounds and everything. Like big, grandiose, orchestratal, that's not a word, like orchestra type things with it, or like rock versions. The music that was made for this movie should have been in all the songs in the movie. Give me the soundtrack, I will listen to it. It was fire. The visuals, I mean, it's Illumination. The one thing they can do is make something look just amazing. Like my eyeballs were like, duh. Quick little side note, by the way, I actually really liked how Toad ended up in the movie. He was very enjoyable every single time he was on screen. I was kind of scared he would be like the comedic relief character that gets really annoying, but no, he was actually very, very fun to watch on screen. He's actually probably one of my favorite characters in the movie, Toad. All right, anyway, back to me talking and stuff. That's why they make so much money. Secret Life of Pets, crap. Sing, crap. I don't want to say that because I'll get yelled at. All of their movies are like just so mid. But people go to watch them because they're safe and beautiful. But this movie was good and beautiful. And probably honestly better than all the other movies because they have a lot to work with, right? Mario is a lot of very colorful, very mystical area. They're not held back from like having to make it look somewhat realistic, right? The Mushroom Kingdom, beautiful. Darklands, beautiful. Kongland, oh my god, Kong. The Kongs were amazing. I didn't like Seth Rogen's performance, but I sure as hell liked how Donkey Kong was animated. Oh boy, you could, when he punched, like when people punch things, especially Donkey Kong, obviously he's got those big muscles. Oh my god, you could feel the impact on that. The fight scenes why were the fight scenes so good? I was like, I had an erection. I had an erection for this. I'm kidding. Sorry, kids. The way power-ups work, they literally just rip them out of the game. You eat a mushroom after punching the box. You get big and strong, but if you get hit once, it goes away. That works for every other power-up. All the power-ups work on everyone. There's I don't want to, small spoiler, just skip ahead probably like 20 seconds. Donkey Kong gets a fire flower and becomes Fire Donkey Kong. I'm done. It was amazing. They utilized a decent amount of power-ups and I really like it. The finale was fantastic. Bowser was hilarious. I laughed out loud several times during this movie. It was such a feel-good movie. I don't want to get too much into story. If you want me to do a second part where I talk in depth about like different parts of the story, please let me know in the comments. And also just tell me how you thought about the film, right? I want to hear feedback. I literally just got back from the theater 20 minutes ago. I traversed, and it's very foggy. I traversed like dangerous conditions to see this by myself. I risked my life to give you people this review. So please consider liking and subscribing. Anyway, it's just like, if you want to have fun, you don't even need the like Mario, you don't even need any of that. This is Illumination's, you know, MO. Very safe movie, but it's very safe and very good. Everyone will enjoy this movie. Everyone of all ages will enjoy this movie, I promise you. And if I had to give it a rating, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Just because it's not like something like Puss in Boots, which I would give a 9.5 out of 10, maybe even a 10. That movie was fantastic. The second Puss in Boots movie, holy crap. Only because, like, again, with the voice acting, certain aspects I didn't like about it. But just very minor stuff, but they build up, and I'm like, 8 out of 10. Maybe 8.5. Solid movie. Give me other movie ideas. I want to be a movie review channel now. Come on. All right, see you guys. I love you. Watch this movie, please. Give them money. Mario $1 billion.